Hi, this is Saintus and welcome back to Forge of Empires, and today we have level 2 of the Guild Expedition in Space Age Asteroid Belt. So this first quarter has 135% of attack and defense boost, and something peculiar happens in the second and third level, which is that the first two encounters have only one unit. Doesn't matter the amount of units that they have, but it's just one type, and it makes it so that it's really easy to defeat them. As you can see, the first encounter has only light units, so the key for that is artillery. The reward is either coins, supplies, a blueprint for the Temple of Relics, and a motivation kit. The second encounter, well, in this case I got artillery, which is really funny. This means that I can use fast or light units from the contemporary era, and thus I can gain far more points than I would usually win for those tournaments. And as you can see, I only took one helicopter and I still managed to win. It's quite fun. The rewards in this case are a little better, which are coins, supplies, forge points, or 20 goods from the previous age. The third encounter of the second level has 8 units. In this case there are no sentinels, so artillery will be able to defeat them. And as you have noticed, we now have units from Space Age Asteroid Belt, because they will now show up in the defensive army from level 2 and up. As you know, the rewards are 2 units from one class in level 2. The fourth encounter of the second level, in this case, as you can see, has 8 units for the first wave and already 5 units for the second one. And because they have sentinels and units that can ignore artillery fire, I'm just going to take 8 sentinels. And as you can see, I lost very little. Once again, if I had done it manually, I would have lost less, but I can't care enough. The rewards are either 15 diamonds, 2 blueprints, 15 goods from the current age, or a victory tower. The fifth encounter also has 8 units. Once again, since there are units that can ignore artillery, I'm going to take something else to vary a little bit. In this case it is 6 rogues and 2 heavy units from Space Age Mars. As you can see, no health lost pretty much. The rewards are either coins, supplies, or 2 attempts, which is what I've won. The sixth encounter of level 2 of the Guild Expedition has, in this case, 2 classes with 4 units per class, and because there are 4 snipers and 4 artillery, I'm gonna in this case take sentinels because they can ignore artillery fire and only have to carry about the other ones. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it manually, so the strategy here is for you to divide your 8 sentinels into groups of 2 or in pairs. And you want to associate each of the pairs to the correspondent unit on the other side. So for example, this lower pair over here I will associate it solely with this lower enemy unit that can attack me. This second lowest, or in the middle, more to the lower side, I will associate with the second lowest enemy unit, and so on. So for example, because this belongs to the pair of the second lowest, I will attack this one over here. The one on the top will go after the enemy unit on top, and so on. The rewards in this case are again a little better, which are coins, supplies, 5 forge points, or 20 goods from the previous age. The 7th encounter still has only 8 units, and now that there are no sentinels, I will again use artillery. And as I've said before, because this is the 3rd encounter in a quarter, your rewards can only be units, and you have a 20% chance of earning 2 units of each class. The 8th encounter of level 2 of the Guild Expedition has 8 units in the first wave and 6 units on the second wave. And fortunately I have no sentinels to deal with, so artillery should take care of the business. In this case the rewards are either 15 diamonds, a production building from your age, 2 blueprints, a rogue, or 10 force points. By the way, I forgot to mention that the attack and defense boost of the defensive army was 140% on the second quarter. It is also 145% on the third, and 150 on the last one of level 2. In the 9th encounter you still only have to deal with 8 units, and in this case, because I have 3 artillery, sentinels will be the solution because you will never have to deal with them. The rewards are either coins, supplies, 10 goods, or a blueprint from the Temple of Relics. Once more, in the 10th encounter you'll have to deal with 8 units solely, and again for change I'm going to take 2 sniper units and 6 rogues. The rewards are either coins, supplies, 4 attempts, or 20 goods from the previous age. As for the 11th encounter, you still only have 1 wave to deal with, and it is 8 units, and I'm gonna take with me the same army that I just did. The rewards once more are 20% chance of earning 2 units from 1 class. In the 12th encounter you have to deal with 15 units, so 8 in the first wave and 7 in the second, and I want to test out how durable this army setup is, so I'm gonna take it here with no worries. and fortunately I lost very little health. The rewards are either 15 diamonds, a culture building from your current age, 25 goods from your current age as well, or either a 1-up kit that upgrades your event buildings by 1 level, or a mass motivation kit. And it is in the 13th encounter that you finally have to deal with 2 waves forever for the rest of the guild expedition. And in this case, because there are only 5 units that sentinels would have to deal with, I'm gonna take those. The rewards are either coins, supplies, or 2 attempts. In the 14th encounter now you have to deal with 11 units, so 8 in the first wave and 3 in the last. As for this defensive army, because they don't have any artillery, I'm gonna take the 2 heavy units from Space Age Mars and 6 rogues. And as you can see, very little health lost. The rewards are again either coins, supplies, 5 forge points, or 20 goods from the previous age. In the 15th encounter you also have to deal with 11 units, with 8 in the first wave and 3 in the last. However, because there is artillery on the enemy side, I will take sentinels once more. And one more time, I know I'm saying this too many times, I apologize, but you have 20% chance of earning 2 units from one class. And as for the final encounter of level 2 of the Guild Expedition, in this case you finally have 2 full waves, so 16 units with 8 in each wave. And from this moment on, every last encounter of each of the quarters, so those special encounter ones, will just have a higher and higher attack and defense boost for their armies. Even though there is artillery, I'm not going to take sentinels, I'm going to take this different army setup. And I've won, although with a few more losses than I was expecting. And the rewards in this case they start to get a little better, which are 50 diamonds, a standard residential building, or a premium residential building with much lower chances, 30 goods from the previous age, and most importantly, you can either have a tribal square or a ritual flame, both of which are not great for your city, but you can sell them in the antique dealer. Hi, this is me from the future, sorry for cutting in, but I forgot to calculate how many diamonds you would earn on level 2 of the guild expedition. I have done that and it is about 15.75, and while it is almost twice as much as in previous level, it's still very little in comparison to level 3 and 4. And so that was my showcase of level 2 of the guild expedition. I hope you liked it and I'll see you next time.